Let's talk AutoGlym Polar series. What is it? What do each product do? And what do we think to AutoGlym's new and improved Polar range? Hi everybody, it's Aidan from Just Car Care, and today we're going through what seems to be a slightly forgotten brand in the detailing industry, which is AutoGlym, and in particular their range of Polar products. AutoGlym has had a little bit of a stigma over the years for being an old-fashioned detailing brand, and we feel like it's lost a lot of love in the industry. Customers generally refer to AutoGlym as old-style products that my dad used to use or my granddad used to use. Everybody knows about super resin polish and the white powder that are produced all over the car, but a lot has changed in the last 5 to 10 years. In particular, the Polar range has been released, including a load of different products by AutoGlym, but in particular Polar Blast, Polar Wash and Polar Seal. With the AutoGlym Polar range, you get the bare essentials to ensure that you pre-clean, wash and seal your vehicle, meaning that you get everything you need all in one pack. Now we want to know from you what you think of AutoGlym's range of products, including the Polar series range. Let us know in the comment section below what you think of their products, if you're using them and if you still continue to use them to this day. Starting off with the first product on the list, which is Polar Blast. Now Polar Blast is a snow foam that is dedicated to pre-washing your vehicle using a snow foam lance. In particular, this product you need to use 150ml of product to 850ml of water and apply a generous layer on the car. Don't let it dry out and allow it to emulsify the dirt before rinsing off with a pressure washer. With Polar Blast, you need to ensure that you get between 5 and 8 minute dwell time. The snow foam that it produces is generous, thick, and it will cling to the vehicle and emulsify the dirt while dragging it off the vehicle's surface. Moving on to Polar Wash, which is the second chemical that you will use in the Polar series. Polar Wash is a dedicated shampoo that is specifically used through a snow foam lance, which allows you to apply a generous layer of product to the surface to ensure that you can wash the vehicle safely from top to bottom. With Polar Wash, you're going to get an even layer across the car, but not as thick and generous as you would with Polar Blast. This is because it's adding lubrication to the surface, meaning that when you go into your contact stage, you're avoiding swirl marks and avoiding scratches on the vehicle's paint. A little bit of a top tip as well, just because you put it over the car using a snow foam lance, we'd always recommend popping a little bit into a bucket just to give your water and your rinse solution a little bit of lubrication through the wash stage. Last but not least, with Polar Wash, you want to dilute it around 250ml to 750ml of water in a snow foam lance. This is going to give you great consistency, but make sure you never go over a 50-50 mix. The reason we say don't go over a 50-50 mix is because you'll just be wasting product. There's no need to add any more than 500ml into a snow foam lance. Stick with 250ml and you'll be all good. Once you've used your lance to apply Polar Wash to the vehicle surface, using a mitt, wash the vehicle from top to bottom. After that, ensure that you rinse thoroughly using a pressure washer or high flowing water just to remove all the chemical and all the dirt off the car. Now last but not least, we have Polar Seal in the Polar range, which is a dedicated sealant specifically for the exterior vehicle surfaces. Polar Seal can be used on paint, glass and wheel surfaces just to ensure that you're adding protection to the entire vehicle, and it is applied again using a snow foam lance. Now we have covered Polar Seal in another video, but to keep it short and sweet, it's a sealant that can be applied to the entire vehicle that has a very short dwell time and adds a layer of hydrophobic and beading protection throughout the entire car. When you're diluting it down, make sure you stick with 150ml of product to 850ml of water, and that will cover one full snow foam lance, which will cover anywhere between 3 and 4 vehicles. Now that is Polar Blast for your snow foam, Polar Wash for your shampoo, and Polar Seal for your rinse aid and sealant at the end of the wash stage. You can get all of these products online and in store at justcarcare.co.uk, and I will leave a link down in the description. Let us know what you want to see on the next video, but if you like this style of video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next video.